Hey, it's Sooozie here, out and about for Rockdown TV, and I'm here with Miss Chrissy down at Davies in Frankston for Soul Train, and we found someone who's so cool, Mr. Bob Spencer. Hello!
I'm not cool. Hello.
I know. I call you the thinking woman sex symbol.
Oh, jeez.
Watch him blush.
I don't think I want to think about that.
No, I want to see you blush. So, what a great set you had here with Mick.
It was fun.
Yeah, really good fun.
Yeah, yeah.
And the
It's
old
great
Soul
fun.
Train's taken off out here.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people out there. It's good.
Yeah, the floor's packed. I've just come running in. We're all
Yeah.
sweaty because it's like 38 degrees here in Melbourne today.
It is. It's too hot to be doing anything.
You should be surfing because I hear you surf.
I do.
When do you surf?
When I can.
When you can. Do you live near the beach?
No, you have to drive. There is nowhere in Melbourne that's near the beach.
No.
We have to drive. We leave at about 5 in the morning and get down to Ocean Grove or something like that by 7:30, 7. A few hours surf, have some lunch, get home with the family. It's good.
Because I was listening to a piece of yours and you've got to tell me Maroubra, that piece, the
the instrumental. Yeah.
Now, 73, did you write it in 73 or it reminded you of 73?
It's just, I have in my head a very clear image of a moment in time at school.
Yeah.
Waiting to go to the beach.
How old were you?
Well, 73, what was I? 15?
15.
16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so, yeah, coming from Maroubra, I surfed almost every day and evening.
reminded me of a piece that, was it Midnight Oil did
Yeah,
something?
Wedding Cake Island.
That's the most amazing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous song. The funny thing is the melody, if you look at it, the notes, they don't resemble each other at all, but they elude the same kind of feeling, which is a great thing. That's fine with me.
Because people think Bob Spencer, Angels, get the axe out, and really, that's not you, is it?
No, that. I used to describe being in the Angels as just wearing a particular hat. That's not actually what I do. It's not really it's so not what I listen to. I don't listen to any music like that. No, that's not quite true. I don't listen to much music like that. The last thing I'm going to put on when I get home is Guns N' Roses or something.
What do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of jazz.
Yeah.
And I like pretty music. I like Joni Mitchell and Alison Krauss. And I seriously like jazz music, a lot of jazz, especially the 50s stuff. Not that sort of jazz, but John Coltrane, Art Pepper, Thelonious Monk. I like African music, I like Mongolian music. I like a lot of different things.
That's why I called you the thinking woman sex symbol.
Well, I'm just I get interested in a lot of stuff. That's just the kind of guy I am.
So was it Doug Ford from the Masters that
Yes.
he inspired you?
Yeah. I love Doug.
Yeah.
And it's so strange to me, but I have his phone number in my phone. Doug Ford.
And he's phenomenal, isn't he? The
To
Masters.
me he is.
Yeah.
To me he is. I love Doug's playing, and he's a lovely, lovely guy. And his tone, his approach, it was all the whole package for me.
Something else. So people were curious because Doc's been really unwell, and
Yes.
I don't want to dwell on that because I think that he's in recovery as far as I'm concerned. But Rock for Doc's coming up. That's up in Sydney, isn't it?
Yeah, there are two. The big one, the big
Yeah.
concern is at the Enmore Theatre on April the 15th, which is a Monday. And we chose a Monday so that we could be a little bit more confident that other bands would be available to play. And it's looking to be quite a lineup. It's a difficult exercise to put this together, and I'm not doing a whole lot of it. We have a girl who's doing most of the organising. It's very, very difficult, but it's looking like being a real good night. Who have we got? Sooozie and Dave from Baby Animals.
Sooozie DiMarci.
Yeah. We've got Jim and Rob from Midnight Oil. We have I can't think.
I think Diva Demolition are playing. I think they've been supporting Kiss. I think they're going to be up there.
They are, and they are friends of Doc's. I don't know them.
Yeah.
They're friends of Doc's. I'm sure there are lots of other people. I really can't think of a single person.
There's a
Jim
lot of love
Barnes,
for
Jim
him.
Simon.
Everybody with the t-shirts. Cancer, no way.
Yes, yes.
Nick off, go away. I can't say it.
Doc's had quite an influence on the Australian music scene, and maybe broader than the Australian music scene.
Far broader than the Australian music
He was
scene.
a fantastic performer. I would think he was one of the greatest frontmen.
Yeah,
ever.
and I second that. And I wonder, who coined the phrase "no way, get"? Do we know?
No one knows. It's thought that it came from some clubs in Queensland.
I can see that.
So redneck. But no one knows.
Nobody knows.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's just weird.
I saw a painting of you, the Archibald.
The Archibald.
Was that last year's entrance? Was it?
Was it last year
Was it
or the year before?
Was it 2011 or 12?
I can't remember. It may have been the year before.
Yeah. And I see he's painting Kevin Borich now, but I particularly...
Yeah, I put him on the Kevin.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's a wild photograph of Kevin. That's...
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, well, I had a look on his website before we came out today, but I loved the work that he did of you. That's you?
He's a good painter, and he's a really lovely chap. Peter is a really lovely chap, and he came down for the sitting, and we just hung out, drank coffee, and I spent all day in my pajamas.
They're pretty funky pajamas.
Yeah,
I thought they were some meditation pants or something.
No, I just like pajamas. I don't like wearing clothes. I mean, I like pajamas.
I don't like wearing clothes either, not today.
And he thought that was apt, so he painted me in pajamas.
It was a wonderful piece, a really wonderful. It should have won.
Oh,
Should have won. Maybe this year win with Kevin, huh?
well, I hope so. Kevin's a great guitar player, great guy.
He is a phenomenal player. You've had quite an amazing career because you've been with Skyhooks too. You've played with Skyhooks. How did this all come about? I mean,
Don't know.
You don't know?
No, really, I don't know. I really don't know. I figured that I worked extremely hard at being a guitar player when I was young. I put a lot of time and effort into it, and I guess it kind of paid off in that respect. Joining both the Hooks and the Angels was not planned. It came about because I knew both those bands. I knew the Hooks because Finch, the band I was in when I was a kid, we supported Skyhooks a few times, and we became friends. And Greg and I, in particular,
excuse me. I'm back.
Greg and I, in particular, kept in touch, and in the days of writing letters, we used to write each other.
I love letter writing. I still write letters.
I'd like to. I've got some beautiful paper at home, and I keep thinking I'll use that one day.
Write me a letter.
One day.
One day.
It's a great fantasy, isn't it? I'll get around to writing a letter again. So I kept in contact with the band, and I used to go out and see the band. Name of the door, of course. And one day, short story, one day Greg called and said, Red's not in the band, do you want to join?
What a great call.
It was kind of like that. And
Yeah.
I thought, well, now's the time to leave Finch anyway, because the band was going around in circles. And I joined the band, and I would never have thought that I would join a band like that, because the music was very different from other things that I listened to. And there was that whole showbiz aspect, which was
theatrical
new,
almost.
Very new to me, very new to me. But I learned, I think that was the biggest learning experience I ever had being in that band. Just seeing how everything was conducted, the business, staging, the costumes, the road crew, everything was on another level compared with any other band I've ever seen. It was really extraordinary. And the Angels was a similar story. I had known them since they moved to Sydney in, I think it was around 1974.
Yeah.
And Rick and I, in particular, were friends, and we used to visit each other and talk about geeky guitar stuff, amplifiers, and all that sort of stuff. And one day I called Rick and said, I'm engineering at a studio. If you'd like to come in and do any demos, I'll see if I can get you a good deal, because I also do audio engineering. And he said, oh, thanks. And I said, what are you doing? And he said, well, John just left the band. And I said, well, if you need a guitar player, give me a call. And that was pretty much it.
And you got the call?
Yeah, and he said, well, okay, well, and the next thing I was at rehearsals and I joined the band.
Phenomenal.
And again, it's something I wouldn't have thought I would get into, because that's not, even though I love rock, like, you know, you've seen Raw Brit, I like The Who.
My favourite band is Raw Brit.
It's a great band.
Yeah.
So even though I love rock, The Who, Zeppelin, Free, Bad Company, the Angels sort of thing isn't really what I was into. However, it seemed to work, and I was able to bring something to the band and help guide them for a little while.
Because you were influenced by Free, weren't you?
Oh, hugely. Yes.
Hugely, yeah. And what a good choice.
Yeah, great band. I saw them, I think it was the 8th of May 1971.
That just had no effect on you at all, did it? At what time of the day?
It's the afternoon.
4:05 p.m.
Well, they played at Grand Race Course in 1970. Fantastic. They had a huge influence on my life.
Yeah.
And seeing them live was extraordinary, because they were so strong, really strong. Everything about the band had real attitude, real authority. And they were only kids.
Yeah.
We forget that they were kids.
Yeah.
They were kids. I think Rogers and Kirk were 20.
We just have Mr. Rawbridge himself come in and just wanted to interrupt the interview. Did you want to come and say hello too? You come in. Come in here.
Oh, please don't move on.
Oh, please don't move on his behalf.
Did you see Free 1971?
Yes, I did.
There you go. And
You
you
did?
saw them in Melbourne?
In Adelaide.
In
Yeah.
Adelaide.
I saw it with Deep Purple.
And Man for
Man.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Free blew everybody off the stage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they were kids.
We're talking about influences in his younger years, and
Yeah.
probably yours too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. They were a big influence on me for sure.
And our first conversations were about that sort of thing. How would they fly before?
Yeah. We actually always used to say when we bumped into each other back in the 70s, we should get together and do a free. We didn't call them cover bands back then, did we?
No. Everything.
Yeah.
And you did.
And we did, eventually.
So when are we having some more Raw Brit scenes? We've got you here on the spot.
When we get around to booking the gigs, it's only that we all do, all four of us do, a lot of things, and organising a gig, it's not brain surgery, but it does require some time and effort.
There's one. It's almost organised for June, I think.
Yeah.
Flights.
It's June the 15th.
Might be earlier than that, actually.
Okay.
It's definitely
June the 1st.
June the 1st.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You didn't want to be a guitarist, you wanted to be a drummer, didn't you?
No, I wanted to play sax.
Oh, sax was it?
On that, no.
You go.
I'll see.
That's it.
It was really saxophone that had my attention as a kid.
Yep.
That sound, it's so close to the human voice. So I guess that's it. I didn't know that when I was a kid. I just liked the sound. But my father told me I couldn't play because I was too little.
Too little.
Because I was extremely skinny.
Yeah.
And, my father,
Yeah.
fathers make decisions like
They
that.
do, don't they?
He knew nothing about anything, but he made the decision that I was too little. And my recollection is that he suggested I try something else. So, guitar.
Did you ever play the sax then? Now? Have you ever had a go at it?
I bought one about 20 years ago and I got nowhere because I didn't put time into it. You need to put.
It's a difficult instrument, isn't it?
You have to put time and effort into things to reap benefit, and I didn't do that. So I was still busy trying to do it.
We just think you're one of, and people will tell you this all the time, and you probably get a little bit shy, but you're phenomenal to watch. You,
Yeah, I don't
we
get it.
watch you, Miss Chrissy and I. We love Raw Brit. We love mixed voice, but equally so, we go because you're playing. And where do you go when you're playing? Because I'm seeing your eyes closed and you're in another planet. Not Maruba, is it?
It's not rude. No.
Where do you go?
I don't know. I don't know. But there are times, there are moments on the stage where you get to lift and go somewhere else, and they're the things that you really live for. And they're magical when that happens. It's just magical. You feel really free, and you feel good, and you feel whole. And it's this weird combination of feeling whole and also connected with everybody.
Yeah.
It's not always like that. Sometimes it's just.
Yeah. Can't all be good, can it? Everyone, yeah, some days are work days.
But I do like playing guitar.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, we just love to hear you play. We're really honoured that you gave us some time. We were going to catch up with you and Doc, but he was unwell.
That's right. Yeah.
But we will do that. We're thinking of going up to Sydney.
Okay.
We've got a bit of
For
an
the
invite.
Emma one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if CC and I can do that, we'll be up there. But we really wanted to hunt you down and get you on Rockdown TV. So
Thank you.
we're really grateful. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.